took a risk. You were assistant principal of further education college, assistant principal of Burnley College at the time, and you had a desire to make a difference and so forth. So talk to us a little bit about the thought process that came about, what you were dealing with, and how you've evolved as a person. Because this is, you were in the public sector domain. You've got your. I won't call it a cushy number, but you've got stability. You've got stability. You've got stability there. You know what you're doing. You're in a senior position, and there's opportunities for yourself, and you've gone into a little bit of the unknown. So talk to us a little bit about that, and then talk to us about how you've developed and changed. And because you've had to really start again in some aspects of it in terms of your.
Yeah, it's a really good question, Seth. So, as you say, I mean, it was in one sense a strange move, because I had, before coming to OCNW as it was, had a series of very stable jobs, working as a teacher in 2 different comprehensive schools, then going into a further education college as a lecturer, and working my way up to a head of faculty, and then jumping over to Burnley College at the time as being an assistant principal there. And I suppose the expectation might have been that I would have attempted to go on and become a college principal. But the truth is, Saf, that I'm not really a pure academic, I don't think. Neither am I a hard-nosed businessman, if truth be told. But I'm sort of somewhere in between. I sort of regard myself as a sort of a soft businessman. So what drives me is building up organizations and leading people to a target. I do like that. And I am competitive. But the product is very important to me. So education. I have a genuine love of education. That's why I spent over 40 years of my life dedicated to education. So the product is education. I like education. I like helping people. I like transforming people's lives through the power of education. So when the opportunity came to jump from being an assistant principal at Burnley College to becoming the CEO at OCNW, I just saw it as, it's a risk, but something very, very exciting. I think you've always got to take a bit of a risk in life, to be honest. It could have backfired. It could have gone horribly wrong. But I think sometimes you just got to take a risk. I fancied that job, and I wanted to get my hands on this organization and build it up. So I took that jump. Of course, once I had that role as the CEO of OCNW, it required a wholly different set of skills. So all of a sudden now, I was a CEO, I was a manager. I had to make sure that I kept this organization going. I had to generate the income. I had to control the costs. I had to lead the staff. If anything went wrong, it would have been my responsibility. So I think I did change, and I think it wasn't easy. It was, it would have been stressful, though exciting, especially in the early days as I sort of developed those skills. And I've changed over the last 24 years. I'm not the same person now as I was 24 years ago, not at all. But I think my core values have remained the same. It's just the way that I manage may have evolved over the years. I mean, sometimes people say to me, what's the key to having a successful company? And what I always say is, in a sense, I don't think it's that difficult on paper, because what you need basically is a good plan. You've got to be doing the right things. You've got to set the right targets, which have got to be realistic, stretching, but achievable. So you've got to clearly have a good plan. But then it's all about people. It's all about people. You've got to have the right people to implement that plan. So you've got to recruit the right people. You've got to retain them. And that means you've got to motivate them and engage them and lead them appropriately. And I love that aspect of it. I like leading people. Okay. So that's what I try to do over that quarter of a century.
Canny Conversation Podcast Series 5 by Safaraz Ali.